If you've been looking for a way to make money online with a work from home passive income stream, then an AI side hustle might just be the right thing for you. AI stands for artificial intelligence, and with the rise of these text and image generation tools comes crazy opportunity for those who may not have the time or the technical skill to spend hours upon hours creating products to sell. It's more possible now than ever to start a work from home side hustle where you can make passive income with the help of AI image generation. So you're saving time and getting sales rolling in quicker. So in today's video, I'm sharing what I think are the top 2 AI side hustle opportunities that you can literally start making money from today. But first, if we haven't met yet, I'm Kate. I'm a wife, mom, Etsy seller, and business coach, and I'm here to help you start and scale your online business so that you can make a full-time income doing what you love. So before we hop into what these 2 AI side hustles are, I want to let you know why I love both of these so much. Number 1 is because they can become passive income streams. What I mean by passive income is that you basically do the work for creating these products once up front with the help of AI, and then once you've created them, you list them to sell, and they can then sell on repeat over and over again, making you passive income without you having to lift another finger in the process to make more sales. The second reason I love both of these income streams that I'm going to talk about today is that you don't have to actually store any physical inventory. So if you're short on space, then this is going to be so helpful for you. And the third reason I love both of these AI side hustles is because you can do both of them completely from the comfort of your own home. You're not having to go to an office or work for somebody else. You can work for yourself on your own time, on your own schedule, and have complete freedom in how you run both of these side hustles. So let's go ahead and dive into AI side hustle number 1, which is creating print-on-demand products to sell with the help of AI image generation. Now, if you're not familiar with what print-on-demand is, it's basically a business model where you are the designer of physical products. You're creating the designs that are going on things like hats, mugs, t-shirts, tote bags. But the great thing about print on demand is that you only have to design the product. You don't actually have to store inventory. You don't actually have to fulfill the orders or ship them yourself at all. You're partnering with a print on demand provider like Printify or Printful. There's a lot of different websites that do this, but you're partnering with your provider so that you're actually creating the design for the products and they take care of the fulfilling and shipping of every single order that comes in. We'll talk more about that in just a minute, but let's hop into the actual AI side of this, what tools you can use for generating your designs. When we're looking at AI image generation, there are 2 main tools that are widely used, and these are Dall E 2 and Midjourney. Either of them can do the job, but I'm going to show you today using Dall E 2 because I feel like it's very user-friendly, especially for beginners. It's really intuitive and easy to start. Now, before I show you how this actually works, I want to put your mind at ease if you're wondering about the licensing for these AI images that you're going to be generating. If you look on Dall E's website, they specifically say, in response to the question, can I sell images I create with Dall E? If you're wanting to use these for commercial purposes and sell products with them, Dall E says, subject to the content policy and terms, you own the images you create with Dall E, including the right to reprint, sell, and merchandise, regardless of whether an image was generated through a free or a paid credit. So let's click through and look at this content policy just to make sure we're understanding how we can use these AI images. This content policy basically breaks it down and has a whole list of things that you cannot use the images for, things like hate, harassment, violence. You can look at this whole list of prohibited uses. And then it just says that you don't need to mislead your audience about AI involvement. So they encourage you to proactively disclose AI involvement in your work. And it says that you can remove the Dall E signature if you wish. That's the little Dall E watermark that'll be on the images, but you may not mislead others about the nature of the work. So you can't openly claim or tell people that the work was entirely human generated or that the work is an unaltered photograph of a real event, because that's not true. So they're encouraging you not to mislead your audience about this and claim that you created this when you really didn't. And then it continues with respecting the rights of others. So I'll have this content policy linked. If you're interested in reading the entire thing, you can do that. And remember that licensing terms change. So this is at the time of this filming, but if you're watching this video in the future, it could have changed. You always want to make sure that you check the licensing and content policy and terms for the AI tool that you're using and for the sales channel that you're using to make sure that everything you're doing is allowed and you're operating in compliance with these terms. Remember, I'm not a legal professional and this is not meant to be professional legal advice. You definitely need to do your own research and go check out those content policies and terms for yourself. So the 2 main types of products that we're going to create as our AI side hustle with print on demand today are apparel and wall art. So I decided I wanted to use Dall E to create an image for a t-shirt that I might want to sell. Dall E is a prompt to image tool, which means it has a prompt area where you can type in something that you want it to create and it will automatically generate images for you. So for my t-shirt design, I wanted something sort of boho and abstract. So in the prompt area on Dall E, I typed in abstract illustration of modern bohemian shapes in muted pastel colors. Dall E then generated for me these 4 images. I liked this one the best, so I clicked on it and then I wanted to see if it could give me some further variations. So I clicked on variations and it gave me 4 more related images. I liked this one the best, so I downloaded this from Dall E, but I didn't need the background color that was behind it. I want a completely transparent background for this file to upload to my product. So I took it into Canva. Because I have Canva Pro, I can use Canva's background remover feature, and I just quickly removed the background to make this a transparent background file. Side note here, Canva Pro is amazing for features like this. If you've never tried Canva Pro before, I have a free 30-day trial linked in the description box below. You should definitely check it out if you could use something like a background remover. Now I'm going to use this file to upload to my print-on-demand provider and create the product I want to sell. Some of the most well-known print-on-demand providers are websites like Printify and Printful. Like I mentioned before, when I'm using a print-on-demand website like Printful, all I have to do is upload my design to the product I want and then list it on a sales channel like Etsy. And once the orders start coming in, the print-on-demand provider will then fulfill and ship the orders out for you. So all I have to do is bring the design file into Printful and upload it onto the specific product that I want to sell. And once it's created, then list it to sell on a website like Etsy. Now it's important to note that depending on the print-on-demand provider or which specific product I choose, there will be different file guidelines for what type of file I can actually upload to that product. So since the image I downloaded from Dall E is 72 dpi, which is talking about the resolution of the file, I might need to upscale or resize or increase that DPI resolution before the file can work on the product I chose. You can find all this information on your print-on-demand provider's website, and you just want to make sure that specifically the resolution and the sizing of the file is what is needed for that type of product. If you do need to upscale or increase the DPI of your file, you can do that in a program like Photoshop or a third-party converter website. So because I'm using a print-on-demand provider, when I do get an order for this product, I'm just basically paying the base cost of the actual product to the print-on-demand provider, and then I get to set the price above that for whatever price point I want on my Etsy shop or wherever I'm selling this product, so that I get to keep whatever the difference is, which is my profit. The cool thing is I can use the same design that I created on Dall E for a variety of different types of products with print-on-demand. So I could create my t-shirt, but I could also put it on products like sweatshirts or tote bags. The options are limitless when you're using a print-on-demand provider. Now I mentioned before that the top 2 areas I'd encourage you to look at when you're looking at creating print-on-demand products are apparel and wall art. So you could even use your image in wall art products like wall hangings or framed art. And of course, this is a passive income stream like we talked about before, because all you're doing is the work up front once to generate that image using the help of an AI tool, uploading it onto your print-on-demand products, and then creating the listings in your shop. Once those listings are created, the orders can start rolling in and you're not having to do any further work to fulfill or ship any of the orders. It can become a truly passive income stream. All right, so as great as print-on-demand is, I have another AI side hustle which you might be interested in. But before we dive into that, I want to let you know about a free gift I have for you today if you're interested in creating digital products to sell online, which hint, hint, might be the next side hustle we're going to talk about, but maybe you're confused about things like sizing, resolution, file types, all of that, then you definitely want to grab my free digital product starter guide that I have linked in the description box below. It's going to help you get started and explain all of those basics that you need to know for your digital product journey. And if you're finding value in this video, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. If you're not already, just click that little subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notifications by hitting the little bell icon as well. All right, let's go ahead and dive into side hustle number 2, which I already alluded to, and this is selling digital products with AI. So what I mean by digital products is a little bit different than print-on-demand products. Print-on-demand products are actual physical products that are being shipped physically to your customer with the help of a print-on-demand provider. Digital products are purely digital. There's nothing physical involved on your end. Nothing physical is being sent to the customer. They're purchasing digital files of different types for whatever they need to use it for, but it's all digital. There's nothing physical involved unless the customer then decides to print something out on their end with the file that they purchased. So there are all different types of digital products you can sell on a website like Etsy using the help of AI text or image generation, but there's 2 specific ones that I'm going to talk about today and show you how I would create using Dall E. The first one is a set of Instagram story highlight covers. These are a really popular digital product on Etsy because a lot of business owners or social media influencers might want to purchase a set of these for their Instagram account, so they're not creating them from scratch. They have a whole set that's already created there at their fingertips. So when I'm starting to think about offering a product like this, I love to do some product research on Etsy to get ideas and inspiration for what's already selling really well. So when I take a look on Etsy at what comes up in the search results when I type in Instagram story highlight covers, I see all different styles, all different colors, fonts, images. They're all bundles and sets that people can use for their Instagram accounts. So let's say that I want to offer a set of these Instagram story highlight covers specifically for a business owner or account that's like an outdoorsy nature account with a retro vibe. So I know I want to use my AI tool to create these outdoorsy retro inspired images for these highlight covers. So I went to Dall E and I gave it the prompt, minimalist line art mountain with dark orange background. It gave me 4 options, which I loved this one, so I went ahead and downloaded this. And then in addition to my mountain, I thought of a few other images I might want for the individual highlight covers. I thought of maybe including one with a hiking shoe. So I went back to Dall E and I typed in the same prompt. I just changed the mountain to a hiking shoe and the background color to dark yellow. Again, it gave me 4 amazing images to choose from, and I like this one the best, so I downloaded that one. And the third one I looked for, I wanted to get a water drop because I was thinking of maybe hydration or water in nature, so I changed the few words in that prompt to say minimalist line art water drop with dark peach background. So I downloaded all 3 of those ones that I liked, and I could have kept going if I wanted to create a whole bundle or huge set of these, but just for the purpose of this illustration, I brought these 3 images that I downloaded from Dall E into Canva, making sure that I was starting with an Instagram story highlight cover size canvas in Canva. So I just searched for that, opened the right size canvas, uploaded these 3 images, and brought them in on the canvas. Then I wanted to, of course, make the whole background match the background color in the image. So I clicked on the little square for background color. It will generate automatically the colors that are already used in the photo. So under photo colors, I just click on the same color that's used in the background to make my whole background that color. I did this individually on each of the images and then resized them a little bit to make sure that they're centered and they're the right size for when Instagram crops into the circle for the highlight cover, that it would be in just the right spot to be shown inside of that circle. Then after I'm happy with the images and the background colors, I can click to download this from Canva as either PDF files or PNG files, and then I would just create my listing to sell them on Etsy as a bundle. Another great digital product that sells really well on Etsy are printable greeting cards. So I thought specifically of creating a Valentine's Day card that I could sell. So in my Dall E prompt, I typed in watercolor flower bouquet with hearts as flowers. It gave me 4 really cool images, and this is the one I like the best, so I chose this one, downloaded it, but I want to add a little bit of text to this for my greeting card. So I'm going to bring it over to Canva to add the text, but before you do anything, just remember that you may need to upscale or resize or increase the DPI of the image before continuing to the next step using Photoshop or a third-party upscaler website. So in Canva, I'm going to, of course, start with the right size canvas, and I want to create a printable card that can be folded into a 5x7. So I'm going to start with a canvas that's 8.5 by 11, which is the US letter size. If I start with that, then the person that purchases this file can print it out on regular size computer paper, trim it a little bit, and then fold it to the right size. So inside of Canva, I uploaded my image from Dall E, added it to the design, and then added some text boxes with the quote that I wanted to say for Valentine's Day. Now make sure if you're using fonts inside Canva that you use either just the free fonts, or if you're using pro fonts, that you check out Canva's content licensing to make sure that you're using those correctly. Then once I'm happy with my design, I can download from Canva in whatever file type I want to offer to the customer, whether it's a PDF, PNG, or JPEG. The only thing to do now is to list it on Etsy and let those cha-chings start rolling in. Again, another amazing passive income stream, because once you do the work, you list it on your sales platform. There's no other work to be done besides marketing and promoting your shop at that point. You could be selling these listings, making sales in your sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're watching TV, while you're playing with the kids, which is why I love passive income so much. And I think it's made even easier with these AI tools that are right here available to us to give us a starting point. And don't forget, if you're just starting out on your digital product journey, to click the link in the description box below to download that free digital product starter guide. It's going to be a huge help to you. And if you're interested in another AI tool, ChatGPT, you may have heard of that before. It's a text-based chat AI tool. I have a whole video for ideas on how to use that for your online business. You can just click or tap on the square on the screen right now to hop over and watch that video. Bye, friends.